What's going on, YouTube? It's SHAREfactory, the fanboy guru, and I just wanted to come and drop you a real quick impressions or thoughts of what I think Final Fantasy VII Remake should the battle systems, because we know they're changing the battle system. So I'm going to give a quick little thought of what I think it should be, so it would still kind of be like kind of greatness. But before I get to that, I did look up a little bit of research, and I found out not nothing real big, but Final Fantasy VII, the remake, is not going to be done using Square Enix's Luminos engine, I believe, which is the engine that's running Final Fantasy 15, which is what's supposed to be coming out next year, this year, next year, I don't remember. But yeah, Final Fantasy 7 remake isn't running with that engine. I think they said they're running with a Luminos like 2.0 version, but they really didn't say what it was gonna run on. But that doesn't, it's not like a big deal or nothing. We know it's gonna be fucking beautiful. We seen it at E3. We know Final Fantasy 7 remake gonna be beautiful. So I don't care what engine they use, as long as the game is still what I remember and still fucking a blast. I don't care. Let's get it. Day one. But this is what I wanted to get at about as far as what I think the battle system should be. Now, look, like I said, as you watch me play through this right here, you're gonna see I'm gonna switch between I guess you call them like a specialist skill, and to do that, you just got to go to the garment grid and choose like whether you want to be a gunner or a singer or a thief, basically. And besides that part, I'm like I don't want the garment grid, so to speak, in Final Fantasy VII, but in a sense of how I can still control everyone, it's a I don't even know what to call it. Just the word I'm looking for. But it's more traditional style to the Final Fantasy VII. It's not like Final Fantasy 13, because the director who's doing Final Fantasy 13, he is the one in charge of the Final Fantasy VII remake. And 13's combat was a little iffy. I like 13 the game, but just the fact that I could just sit there and just play the whole game with one can, with literally effortless battles. The battles are so repetitive. I'm like, so I can understand. I can understand why, like I said, people didn't really like 13. So if they kept it to more of Final Fantasy 10-2, which is what I'm playing right now, where like I said, you can issue orders to all the characters. Like I said, I don't want them to put the garment grid in there, but you can still tell each one of your characters what you want to do. As far as the magic goes, and the attacks goes, and the skills goes, and you also have to be kind of on your toes, because the opponent has an active ATB gauge, which is an active time gauge, just like you do. That's what the little green bar. That's why it fills up. So as long as they keep it with this kind of system, I'm telling you, Final Fantasy 7, I think, still gonna be dope as shit. I think, because they can ruin Final Fantasy 7. Let's not be, all fanboyish and blinded. They can definitely ruin Final Fantasy 7 if they go with a Final Fantasy 13 approach. Most definitely, especially, and if they take other like scenarios and cinematics from the main story, which don't act like they couldn't do it. They could take cutscenes out, they could take portions of the game out and still piece it back together and put it on the shelf, and that would ruin the original feel of Final Fantasy. So I don't want that. But most definitely, I feel that Final Fantasy 7 is gonna be greatness. Like I said, as long as they use this battle, they use something similar to this battle system, and like in Final Fantasy Type 0. If you look at the gameplay for that, when you get in the battle, you can walk around the whole field basically. You have like complete control of your 3D character. So if you can give me the ability to do that and still tell everybody else what to do, with the active time gauge, I think something similar to, like I said, those two games' combat system. I think if they implement that in Final Fantasy 7 remake, I think the game's gonna be 10 times better than the
It's
original.
only half a
Nah, I
sphere.
take that back. You can't be nothing but
All
beat the
that
original.
for
But
nothing.
that's about it.
What do a
Let
kid
me
like to do
know
with
if
us?
you guys are still excited for Final Fantasy 7, the
I can't
remake.
believe how much this place has
And then
changed.
besides that, you guys have a good one. Sap Fifth, Fanboy Guru. I'm logging out. Deuces.